So when speaking about luxury and the brands, right? There's like one brand we spoke about a while back. I think we did a Black Friday episode, and Armani Exchange is like a brand that used to be luxury, used to be a premium. Well, I don't even say premium, but it was seen as a luxury brand. And then as the years progressed, they broke off into Armani Exchange, Armani Emporo, or something like that.
Yeah.
What's your take on brands such as Armani, like going downhill and becoming more of like a brand like Guess? Because that's what they look like now.
Yes. Check Hugo Boss for this too now.
Oh yeah, Hugo Boss.
Hugo Boss, yeah.
That's the now. You want to see this ish happen in real time?
Mm-hmm.
Hugo Boss, this is exactly what's happening. Okay, so Armani was hands down luxury menswear and all this, right? Even still, if you get Armani suits, they are very expensive. Very, very expensive and very good suits. But then they made Armani Exchange to kind of, lower the price. And still okay for a while. But the problem is now they started licensing Armani Exchange. So they don't make it anymore. Other brands make it for them and sell it for them. And that's when you see the decline. You see that with Michael Kors when they start licensing. And you know who almost went bankrupt from licensing? Ralph Lauren.
Mm-hmm.
You can find Polo in Marshalls. You think the Polo in Marshalls is the same Polo you get at the Bay? It's not the same thing at all.
The horse looks different.
It's not even the same quality level.
Mm-hmm.
They just licensed the brand. And Ralph Lauren almost went bankrupt licensing Polo. And they went out of hand and the price went down. They flooded the market. You started seeing it at discount stores. Sales went down and the margins got too thin. They had to liquidate. Almost lost the entire company. And all these brands do that because they're driven by profit after a while, after they hit a certain size. Mm-hmm. And then they have to. So that's what's happening. Hugo Boss now, that's already kind of like what happened.
Yeah.
Now they're trying to pivot into a TikTok company. I don't know what the hell they're doing.
What do you mean by TikTok company?
They're trying to be like leisure wear, like athleisure, and use TikTok stars to push the brand, make it cool again.
Yeah, the number one TikToker right now, Khaby's his name.
Mm-hmm. They hired him as the face of Hugo Boss.
I saw that.
And then a bunch of rappers too. You know what their campaign is? Be your own boss. I like the campaign, but what the hell? What?
I don't know if that makes.
Yeah. When I grew up, okay, how was Hugo Boss when you grew up?
Hugo Boss was like the suit brand, you know what I'm saying?
Just like Prada and Hugo Boss
bro.
For men.
Yeah.
Prada and Hugo, and then Tom Ford came in there.
Bro, it made you want to wear a suit like every day, everywhere you go. You know, like I was already aspiring of the type of man I want to be because of seeing Hugo Boss and like GQ.
Yes.
What's
back when GQ
Esquire.
Was
GQ, bro. You know what I'm saying? But now I walk past the Eaton Center, I'm like, Rod, like, what is this? You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't have the same pizzazz anymore. You know what I mean?
That was just hoodies and stuff. Like,
who wants to rock that, bro?
We can get better hoodies from actual brands that make good hood. Like, we can get essentials wear.
So here's the thing, though. Like, we're in a different time right now where men are not wearing suits like that.
They aren't.
So it's like, what option do they have? It's like, all right, am I going to continue to wear suits where we would be the actual avatar for a Hugo Boss guy?
Yeah, you know but at least wear drip. Like, at least get drippy. I'm not in a suit, but I'm drippy.
Gosh,
y'all are hustling over here. This drip.
This is drip, bro.
Why are they coming out with
leisure drip,
Boss on a blank? I can make that today. That's your grand comeback? Really? Nationwide?
Yeah.
Copying essentials?
Yeah, this whole athleisure line athleisure wear market has really taken off, but it's really becoming saturated now.
Where's the drip, Hugo? You can afford to pay all these celebs. Pay a decent creative director. Mm-hmm. Why don't you?
Yeah. You know what's funny, man? I was on LinkedIn and Khaby, that bloke, right, who doesn't say much, was some lady shared it. Hey, like, look at Khaby. He started with nothing. He was a factory worker in Italy.
Yes.
And, he just started making TikTok videos and now he's on. And the amount of hate this guy was receiving because he doesn't do much other than, pouch his lips in a certain way and then just like look like that. They're like, yo, this guy doesn't even have any talent at all. But they don't understand. It takes talent.
Yes.
That is talent. Like,
your content creating, his output is like what? It's crazy.
It's crazy. So for him to get hate, man, I just want to hear your take on this guy. Like, as you becoming more of a content creator, what are your thoughts on him his meteoric rise and working with Hugo Boss and him like his taste in
He's
creating.
either a genius or he lucked out, and I'll tell you why.
Perfect timing type of thing.
Who's his equivalent in like culture? Not like, think about entertainment. Who is his equivalent if you look back in time? I'll tell you who. Charlie Chaplin, then Mr. Bean.
Yep. He's the modern Mr. Beanaz.
When you don't talk,
Mr. Bean.
you're international. I look at his comments and they're in so many different languages. Everyone's smiling. You see the smiles, laugh, and then it's in Arabic, it's in Korean, it's in Mandarin.
Japanese.
People are commenting Japanese because everyone gets it. It's genius. That's why he blew up, because when you're not talking, it's the same reason why Spider-Man, like Stan Lee said, the reason why Spider-Man is so popular, I think, is by mistake. But he's one of the only superheroes with a full suit that doesn't show his skin. So any kid can see themselves in that character. That's why it's successful. And I think with Khaby, because he's like not talking, because he's not talking, anyone can relate. It's just gestures.
It's nuanced, right? Like you watch something stupid and you just react. You're like, yeah, of course I'd react like that so I can relate to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm happy for him doing the Hugo Boss thing. It suits him well.
Yeah.
I don't think the campaign suits Hugo Boss well, but I think what they're doing fits him very well, and I think he'll be good for it. And they'll sell that stuff, and young people will buy it and that kind of thing.
To be honest, too, it feels like somebody giving Soulja Boy a bag when he was hot instead of giving Kanye a bag when he was hot. Like, he's not a fashion influencer at all, in no regard at all. So,
but he pushed Bapes. He made that ish big. He pushed Sidekick phones. He pushed Baggy. Like, we dressed like him, but it wasn't just to lust. Like, he wasn't that guy.
Exactly. So what I think Hugo Boss did that was wrong is they look at the biggest popular person and not the best influencer for fashion. I think that's the big caveat, because I don't think anybody's looking to him to find style. They're looking to him for comedy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like the real deal who should have sponsored him and like put all the money on him, someone like Comedy Central.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that would have been a fitting.
That's a good collab. Yeah. I can see that being more seamless.
It's actually something that aligns with what he actually does. Who goes to him to look for fashion, to look for style?
He has the worst fashion and style and stuff. Like,
so
yeah, a lot of the time, like, use lotion, my man. I know you're in Italy, it might be hard to find, but like, come on,
put on some chapstick, bro.
Some lotion. You're
all the stretching of the lips, bro. You gotta like be moisturized, man.
Keep it voluptuous. Luscious.
That's the money maker.
Should be sponsored by Lush or something. By Burt's Bees or something.